Hey fellas, this is Dr. Varun Gandhi, and you're listening to me on the Power Punch Club podcast. This is a podcast for students, more specifically students in Asia and Africa, who are applying to the top universities in America, in Canada, England, Germany, Netherlands, Australia, or New Zealand. Pretty much the top universities all over the world. This podcast will cover topics related to your application, so your resume, your statement of purpose, and your letter of recommendations. We will talk about profiles of universities and their related degrees. We'll talk about different job profiles and also the hot careers and industries. Really, our mission is to level the playing field for every student, no matter where you come from. And we want to do that so that you guys can attend the best universities around the world. Also, we're going to interview students, the very same students who are currently attending the universities that you are applying to here in America. So, we're going to talk to students from the top universities like Harvard and MIT, but also to the local universities, for example, California State University, Portland State University, Washington State University, etc. So today's topic is related to the PhD application process. The question that I'm going to answer today is, what is the criteria for getting admission into a top-ranked PhD program? So there really are two parts to this question. The first part of this question, I'm actually going to spit out some truths right here. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. A top-ranked PhD program should actually not be the focus in this application. And I put top-ranked in quotes. In quotes, a top-ranked PhD program is actually a misnomer. There really is no PhD program ranking. You can't rank a university based on PhD programs because there are no really meaningful factors that you can use to create such a list. There are some loose factors like funding, but different professors have different funding situation, and so now who do you work with? And which professor do you select? That's what it boils down to. So now if you look at all the school rankings, you'll only see graduate school rankings. And these are usually based on their master's programs, not the PhD programs. So really asking for top-ranked PhD program and searching for PhD program rankings are really, really irrelevant to this application process. So now what do you need to search for to determine which universities to apply to? First one is the nature of the research that you're interested in. So you need to figure that out. You need to understand what kind of research do you want to get yourself involved in. Then you need to understand who the major players are in that field. So which professors are doing the research in that field. Then narrow it down further to find out who can accommodate another graduate student. Then further narrow it down based on the question, how do they treat their graduate students? Really, these are the only factors you need to decide which university to apply to. Now, another thing to consider is also whether you want to go into academia or industry after your PhD program. If you have an inclination towards academia, then you should heavily focus your decision on the research, the nature of the research, based on the uniqueness of the research. So how new is this field of research that you are in? That is extremely critical to determine if you're going to make it into academia or not. So if you want to become a professor, you need to be working on this hot topic. No matter what university you are in, you need to be working on a hot topic. And only then you'll have better chance of becoming a professor, because if you're in a hot topic, that means you're in a field that's very new in its infancy. There's a lot of research remaining. That means you've made it into that field early. So now your competition is minimum when you're applying for professor positions. Now the opportunity for research is much, much greater because you have access to a lot of grants because this is a hot field. You also have access to a lot of students because they want to come into this field. So think about if you want to go into academia or if you want to go into industry after you're done with your PhD program. That's important. Now, if you want to go into industry, first of all, you definitely need to be doing the research that you want to do, right? The research that you're going to like. That's bottom line. But then when you're deciding which university or which professors to apply to, or which university to attend, if you want to go into industry, now you could look at ranking and what is the reputation mainly of the university that you're eventually going to apply to or going to attend, because reputation of the university is important when you're getting a job, no doubt. So you have to make sure that you attend a good university if you want to get into academia, and that's the same with masters. I'll tell you reality, all right? This is the reality, what I went through, because I have a PhD from Georgia Tech in environmental engineering. Now listen, Georgia Tech is a top 3 grad program in environmental engineering, but the research topic that I went into wasn't popular enough for me to become a professor. It wasn't a hot topic. It was more along the lines of what I wanted to do research in, but I decided not to go into a hot topic because the hot topic in environmental engineering would be chemistry, and I didn't like chemistry enough to go into it. So now when I was applying to become a professor, all my applications got rejected. I never even made it to the second round. But my colleague in my same research group, under the same professor, he was one of the first ones to get into a really, really hot topic. And he had to do 1 year of postdoc and then he got his professor position. But he had very minimal time from graduating his PhD to becoming a professor. So that's what you have to understand. This is the nature of PhD research. You have to either be naturally interested in a field that's already hot, or you have to come up with a fucking crazy idea that pretty much results in the brand new field. And there are geniuses every day, so I wouldn't doubt that some of the listeners of this show, are going to be one of those geniuses. So really, you have to make the decision as to whether you want to go into academia or in industry. Really, if you want to go into academia, you should know before you're getting into a PhD program, because then you need to know that you have to be in a field that's really, 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 really hot, popping. A lot of research, a lot of money, a lot of grants, a lot of ideas, a lot of room for opportunity, for growth, for discovery. But if you want to go into industry, now your tactic will change a little bit and you could focus a little bit on the rankings or the reputation of that university. I can tell you the research that I conducted will probably never be talked about again. But guess what? I have no regrets though, because I love what I do. So thank you guys for listening to this episode. We really, really love your comments, so keep them coming. Keep posting on our YouTube page, Power Punch Club, or else you could find us on our Quora page or Facebook at Power Punch Club. You could also download these podcasts on Google Play or from our website at powerpunchclub.com/podcasts. Definitely share this channel with your friends. We'd love to hear from everyone. This channel is open for everyone to come and find out more about what they're going to get into in the future. So definitely share this channel with your friends, and if they have questions, send them our way. We would love to hear from everyone. Thank you guys for listening to this episode, and we'll talk to y'all soon.